Hey everyone, it's Fez from Bytecoin for Beginners. In this latest episode of Fez Investigates, we're going to be taking a look at Bytecoin and all the FUD surrounding its listing on Binance on May the 8th. Now, I found quite a bit of stuff surrounding the coin, including an 80% pre-mine, an unknown dev team, faked white papers, and 693 million BCN created out of thin air. To find more, continue watching. If you enjoy the video, please leave your comments below. Make sure you smash the like button and hit subscribe as well to stay up to date with all of our latest videos. Okay, so we're going to take a look at what Bytecoin is. It's a privacy coin that was supposedly founded back in 2012. It has been forked since its inception into Ducknote, Bulberry, Quasicoin, Phantom Coin, and most notably Monero. Okay, so I've done some research into Bytecoin and I've discovered quite a few red flags, the first of which being the fact that we don't know who the development team are. The only real name that I've found is Jenny Goldberg, who was involved in an Ask Me Anything on Reddit. She also runs a Telegram chat, but nobody actually knows who she is, nobody's seen her, and there's no core team around the coin. The closest we get is the core team that is involved in CryptoNote, which was developed at the same time as Bytecoin. Now, all of these names actually appear to be pseudonyms because there's no information linked to these names. It's a dead end. You would think that an economist or a maths expert would have papers published, a developer may have projects out there already, or an employment history that you could track down, but there is nothing out there. Okay, so secondly we have the white papers and the fact that the signature dates appear to be false. This is something that was brought to my attention by an article on Bitcoin Talk called Blowing the Lid Off the CryptoNote Bytecoin Scam. Now above you'll see a PDF that shows the signature date to be the 12th of the 12th 2012. However, if you go into the XMP data you will see that different dates are shown. Now you might ask why this is important, and this will come in the third point, in which we see an 80% pre-mine. Now this means that 80% of the coin's entire supply is held up in private wallets, most likely belonging to the dev team. So the fourth red flag is the fact that this coin has already been exploited in the past. 12 months ago, in May of 2017, 693 million BCN were created out of thin air. Here we have a tweet from one of the Monero developers in which he says they disclosed to Bytecoin the fact that there was a double spend exploit, and within hours of telling them about this, the exploit had been activated and 693 million tokens had been created. This also ties in with a massive jump in price that you can see on CoinMarketCap, most likely in which those 693 million coins were diluted into the market. So did Binance manipulate the price? Well, first of all, we have to acknowledge the fact they did announce the listing the night before and actually enabled the deposits and withdrawal of Bytecoin several hours before the price started to really take off. It was when this price started to take off and arbitrage opportunities became apparent, the workload on the network really exploded exponentially, and Bytecoin claimed that this increased workload led to the exposure of a bug because miners were running old software and it was creating a problem with the network. So they ceased mining and halted transactions. Now, this increased demand and decreased supply meant that the price just exploded, with Bytecoin's volume going through the roof. We can take a look at records from the day on CoinMarketCap, and it shows that the price opened at 0.006 of a cent, and at peak it was at 1.8 cents and closed again just under a cent. So, my final thoughts. We have to admit there's no evidence actually suggesting that anybody's done anything wrong on the part of Binance or Bytecoin. There's a tweet that's been hitting the media from Not So Fast where he insinuates that Binance received 693 million as a bribe to list Bytecoin. But if you look at it, it says perhaps some of this was given in return for exchange listing. He doesn't say anything in regards to this was, this is evidence. And the 693 million that he refers to was created a year ago and is attached to a previous pump and dump. So the chances of this are very remote. unless they are very clever, you know, and they pumped up the price and dropped all this 693 million into the market, and when the price dropped again, bought it back. But it's too diluted then to be able to track it. And we have no evidence that Binance have been bribed or that there's any manipulation of price going on. Binance should have ceased trading once these arbitrage opportunities became apparent and the network just collapsed in on itself, rather than letting the price get out of hand in the way that it did. So a lot of people have lost money in this. You know, a lot of people bought on the way up. A lot of people have missed trade opportunities. And there are people saying that Binance should return funds to people that have lost money. And I strongly disagree with that. If you've bought into a coin that's gone up, I don't know, 50% in 20 minutes or an hour, that's a very, very risky move. Yes, high risk, high reward, but you can't then cry about it when the price bottoms out and you lose money as well. And I know that some of you watching this may have lost money, and you know, please don't have a go at me in the comments, but genuinely take this as a learning experience. If you see a price and there's no news attached to the huge price movement, leave it alone. If something's going up, then jump on Crypto Panic and see if there's any news attached to it. Jump on Reddit, see if there's anything going on there that explains why this price is exploding in the way it is. If you can't find anything, leave it alone. Okay? So thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please leave a comment below. Make sure you smash the like button, hit subscribe, and also hit the bell icon to be notified of any new videos in the future. That's everything from me. Take care.